Okay, B, let's talk some Panthers. All right, we discussed the Ravens and the live activity that they're doing over there. The Panthers actually are making some solid moves.
Yeah, I was pretty critical of their day one moves, signing a couple of terrible old linemen. I mean, I'm still not happy with that at all. But we're gonna put the blinders on for a second and just look at what's happened since then. And I mean, they've been killing it, really.
Yeah,
They brought in Hassan Reddick for 1 year. They brought in Morgan Fox. I believe he got a 2-year deal. Denzel Perryman, an inside linebacker. And they went and they got Dan Arnold, the tight end out of Arizona. So they've really, I mean, the front seven was already on a upward path, right? Like they had Brian Burns, they drafted Gross Matos and Derek Brown. Like they had some young talent there. They were looking good last year. But now they've kind of solidified that into what could be, potentially one of the best front sevens in the league. On offense, they still have DJ Moore. They have Robbie Anderson. Ian Thomas is still there. He didn't do a whole lot with his opportunity last year, to be the starter. But they've brought in Dan Arnold, who's a solid tight end. He had several red zone touchdowns when he was in New Orleans with Bridgewater and Joe Brady, which there's your connection because there's always a connection.
Always.
But no, he's a good addition. Just another guy for Teddy to find because it doesn't look like Deshaun Watson's coming anytime soon. Have you seen what's going on with him?
So we can break down Deshaun Watson a little bit here. So obviously, if you haven't been watching Deshaun Watson, there's some allegations, right? Sexual assault allegations against him. We don't know too much about that right now, right? So we gotta wait and see how that plays out. Now, the timing of it is what kind of makes people a little skeptical. But you always gotta wait and see, what really is being said about it.
To be fair, people are skeptical of sexual assault or sexual harassment no matter when it comes out.
Yep,
like that's a thing in this country, and that's why it doesn't come out very often.
True.
It doesn't come out at the time. But now there are up to 22 women, making various claims against Deshaun Watson. I think all 22 are actually massage therapists, which I mean, listen, why do you need 22 massage therapists, man?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So like, even if it turns out to not be true, bro, like you got to get one.
Tighten it up.
Yeah.
So, obviously we hope it's not true, but
yeah.
If it's not, man, just pick a place. But in regards to the Panthers, you're not going to make a move for Deshaun Watson right now while this is unresolved.
Sure.
So at this point, it's looking like, hey, they're just going to go into the draft with Teddy Bridgewater as the quarterback. The talk right now is that even Trey Lance may not get to them at 8. So, potentially they've got an opportunity where they can just draft a tackle at 8. And then if Deshaun Watson is cleared later, maybe they get a trade done after the draft, with future picks and maybe some players, and they can have their tackles and get Deshaun Watson.
Absolutely. So even though it looks like a mess right now, this could actually work out in your favor. Because, look, lots of teams are interested in Deshaun Watson, or were, but the Panthers have been tied the most to Deshaun Watson. Like, they seem like they're the most aggressive towards getting Deshaun Watson. So if all this clears up, like you said, and he gets this resolved, I would still expect the Panthers to still be in the mix if they just say, hey, we're rolling with Bridgewater and we don't get a quarterback in the draft. So, yeah, absolutely. You get a Rashawn Slater or somebody like that and shore up that tackle spot. By the time he gets here, you'll have your O-line. You have your quarterback, and the defense is starting to come together. So some positive things are on the horizon, it looks like.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
And of course, if these allegations turn out to be true, then I mean, who knows what happens? Who knows what happens with Deshaun Watson at that point? But yeah, and then Carolina, you're just rolling with Teddy, most likely.
Look, I have an option. Okay, I have an idea. You roll with Teddy this year, and then you bring back Cam the next year. Oh,
Cam ain't never playing for Carolina again.
I'm still a Cam believer. I don't think he's done. What is he, like 32, 33 years old?
I think he's 32 now.
Okay.
I think.
All right. He's not done. He's not done. And New England stacked him up with weapons. I think he's going to have an excellent year. Just saying.
Listen, I'm willing to bet
didn't they
Cam
say?
I'm willing to bet Cam's 50-50 on even coming back for that retirement ceremony.
So I was about to bring
play.
that up. Didn't they say they wanted Cam to retire a Panther?
Yeah, yeah.
Look, we want you to retire a Panther after you finish playing for the Panthers. Okay.
Right. Well, you had that chance, and then you blew it. So
yeah, they totally messed that up. They totally messed that up, man.
But if you're a Panthers fan, man, extremely exciting to see what they're doing on that defense.
Yeah.
They're going to be getting after the quarterback a lot.
Yeah.
They're going to be extremely difficult to block. Now you gotta really find some help on the back end.
Yeah.
And if their past additions are any evidence, I'm pretty confident that they'll be able to do it. The only thing that I'm not at all confident in is them fixing the O-line.
Yeah. Now I know this is the home of hashtag defund the defense, but it's not that way for Carolina Panthers.
No.
Add some on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Add a little more on defense, especially that secondary. They've done a good job on the offensive side of the ball. You just need to keep showing up the O-line and get your quarterback of the future. Like, we like Teddy Bridgewater. Like, we think you can win with Teddy Bridgewater. So it's not – we don't really feel like you have to rush him out of Carolina for somebody else, right? If the right opportunity comes along to upgrade, sure. But for now, you got the weapons. You got a solid quarterback. Protect him, and you can win with him, but keep showing up the defense.
I think the knocks on Teddy have always been that he's, too conservative, can't throw the ball downfield. And then you went to a team where you didn't have a tight end and Christian McCaffrey missed almost the entire season. So Christian will be back. You sign Dan Arnold. I think you'll see much improved play from Teddy if he does end up being the quarterback this year.
Also, I want to mention, the O-line looked terrible last year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on with Paradis. All right. He was good before he got to Carolina. Maybe he can get back to form a little bit this year. And if he does, that will greatly improve the O-line. I don't expect anything from Eiflin and Cam Irvin, to be honest. But if they give you solid play, if they can give you just solid play, that's going to greatly improve. And then, you go and draft a Rashawn Slater or Sewell or somebody like that in the draft. The O-line as a whole can vastly improve. And that's going to help greatly on offense, and then the defense already got better. So now it's just about adding to the secondary.
Yeah, I don't really expect anything from Elflein and Irving either. And maybe they should have traded for Rodney Hudson and Gabe Jackson when they had the chance. But whatever, we'll see what they do. I guess it was critical to hold on to those 3rd and 5th round picks, which you're probably going to use on the O-line.
Yeah, but look, free agency isn't done, and we're going into the draft. So there's still a lot of offseason moves, but Panthers fans, there's something to be excited for right now.